Well, we had another interesting little situation here. We got just a few minutes for a friend of Kristen's to bring us up to date. Tell us what's going on here, Kristen.
Well, actually, we had our office manager, Lucy McVicker, go into the Feminist Majority Foundation's conference this past Saturday. It's their annual conference. Last year we were there, and they introduced a campaign to expose fake clinics, meaning crisis pregnancy centers. It's a campaign, basically they want to discredit pro-life crisis pregnancy centers and force laws upon these centers that say anytime that you advertise on a college campus, in the newspaper, you have to put a disclaimer saying that you do not have to provide factually accurate information to basically take away their clientele. They also want to make sure that no CPC gets any federal funding. You know, they get very limited federal funding, even in the Bush administration. They want to basically strip that away. And they're actually using a congressional report by Henry Waxman, a crazy, extreme pro-abort from California congressman. Him and his two little staffers issued a report saying 80% of CPCs provide factually inaccurate information because they're using, they give out the abortion breast cancer link brochure, and they say, well, look, the AMA is not saying there's a link, so this is factually inaccurate. So we had Lucy go in and just follow up with them to see what's going on, what they were talking about, what they were planning to do, and she said she called me afterwards and said she was going to church because she felt so dirty being there.
We've had that same experience infiltrating these places.
You can just feel the evil. Last year,
did she go in undercover?
Yeah, she went in undercover. We went last year, and I was actually able to talk to Dr. George Tiller last year.
Oh, really?
We got a video of him on tape admitting that sometimes babies are born alive during abortion.
I saw that.
He wasn't there this year, so they didn't have any big name speakers.
Lucy's
but Lucy will
hanging around. Lucy, are you there?
I am.
Tell us. We've just got about 4 minutes left. Tell us what's going on, what you saw there, in rubbing elbows with these people.
Pretty much, they have been moderately successful on some of their campuses in shutting off or kicking off, or shutting down or kicking off what they call their fake clinics. They've managed to take out all the advertising out of their campus newspapers on one of the their campuses, and they've also managed with a campus up in Pennsylvania to get them to put a disclaimer on their window stating that they do not provide comprehensive health services.
See, they're going right after the college campuses because this is where the majority of CPCs get their clientele.
Well, and not only that, they know they're losing the college campuses because pro-life is now kind of trendy, and the pro-life movement is on fire on college campuses, and we've got quotes from them admitting that they're losing the college campuses. And so,
and Lucy, are they still telling the girls to go in undercover?
They are still going in undercover.
To crisis pregnancy centers.
The girls are claiming to be all sorts of things, and they are going in undercover, but they're not going in undercover with any proof. And so some of their, they're not going in with tape recorders or anything. And so all of their claims, I'm not sure how factual they actually were.
Not as smart as we are. They don't go with cameras. They just say, go home and journal your feelings afterwards.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Journal your feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real deep, isn't it?
I know that my journal's fairly biased, so I'm not sure how accurate they are.
Well, bias only counts when you're pro-life. It doesn't count on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned the Waxman report. I remember when that came out, Associated Press story on it said a congressional hearing has discovered that some of these centers are offering bad information. They never mentioned that this was one of the most radically pro-abortion congressmen who used two radically pro-abortion aides to do this so-called study.
And does anybody come back with the death camps, abortion clinics? They're not given accurate information? Nobody says that.
Because the FMN, on all their materials on their campaign to expose fake clinics, they have a little star, you know, that Congress has found that these centers provide factually
Congress
inaccurate.
didn't find that.
No, and then at the bottom it's just like Waxman report in the year.
Right.
And that's their only evidence.
Right.
So what they're trying to do, and Lucy was talking to me about this, is they're trying to discredit CPCs based on religious grounds. Well, they offered to say the rosary with me while I was there, so therefore they're not.
Separated church and state. We can't give them money and so forth.
Exactly.
Well, Lucy, we just got about 1 minute left. Was there anything else that you saw that you think people might be interested in hearing
Lucy,
about?
What about that new booth that you were telling me about? New play they've got going on college campuses.
Yeah, they have a new play. It's comparable to the Vagina Monologues, and it's called and then it has a little heart, Female Orgasms.
Oh, nice.
And I spoke with the two actors. They're a couple. I'm unsure if they're married, but they do have a baby. And they go nationwide, and apparently it's a humorous look at different takes on female sexuality.
And they encourage you for other girls to give other girls orgasms, but you don't have to be a lesbian. You're just a friend.
You're just a good friend.
You're just good friends. Yeah.
FWB.
Yeah, this was one of the sponsors at the conference.
Right. That's unbelievable.
Sorry.
This country is spinning out of control. And the thing about it is, and that's why it's important for people like Lucy to do what she did and what you guys do, is because if you just tell people this, they think you make it up. It's so outrageous. And
Feminist Majority actually broadcasted live their conference, so you can go on their website and see what they're talking about.
Wow. Well, Lucy, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
We'll have you back sometime.
Okay. Have a good one.